Photo of a young diabetic girl before and after insulin treatment, the Toronto General Hospital, 1922. Prior to the discovery of insulin, severe diabetics were treated primarily by means of a strict diet which inevitably led to starvation, if not death from the disease. The discoverers of insulin, Frederick Banting, John James Rickard MacLeod, Charles Herbert Best, and James Bertram Collip. Insulin was discovered by Frederick Banting and Charles Best under John MacLeod in 1921 at the University of Toronto, and it was later purified by James Collip. Leonard Thomson, pictured here circa 1930, was the first person to have received an injection of insulin on the 11th of January 1922 at 13 years of age. Before insulin, type 1. Diabetes was considered a death sentence, usually within months and frequently within weeks or days. Thompson went on to live 13 more years taking doses of insulin before dying of pneumonia at age 26. On January 23, 1923, Banting, Collip, and Best were awarded U.S. patents on insulin and the method used to make it. They all sold these patents to the University of Toronto for $1 each. On that occasion, Banting famously said, "Insulin does not belong to me, it belongs to the world." In recognition of their life-saving discovery, the insulin, Banting, and MacLeod were jointly awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in October 1923. Banting split his half of the prize money with Best, and MacLeod split the other half of the prize money with Collip. A man examining the Codex Gigas, the world's largest extant medieval illuminated manuscript, measuring 92 centimeters in length, at the National Library of Sweden in 1906. Crafting the soldier's dog tags worn on a ribbon, featuring the name, army serial number, and the name and address of the nearest relative in 1941. On September 20th, 1925, a man dons a mask, crafted by Polish painter, illustrator, and designer Władysław Theodor Bender, as captured by German-American photographer Arnold Genther. In 1952, senatorial candidate John F. Kennedy attends a tea party hosted by his female supporters, reflecting his early political charm and appeal. Republican militiamen stand guard at the Palacio de Medinaceli in Madrid, Spain, preserving the treasures inside during the tumultuous Spanish Civil War, July 27, 1936. A group of displaced Kurdish children finds refuge in Rostov, Russia, amid a challenging period in history, circa 1910. Between 1964 and 1968, the monumental task of relocating the Abu Simbel temples in Aswan, Egypt, unfolds, preserving these ancient treasures for generations to come. On August 5, 1944, Jewish inmates of KL Warschau are liberated by soldiers of the Polish Home Army Battalion Zoszka during the Warsaw Uprising. Early 1970s, a glimpse of Jacqueline Smith, radiating the style and glamour of the era. A groundbreaking achievement as the British dirigible R-34 lands at Mineola, Long Island, New York, marking the first successful east-to-west transatlantic flight by an aircraft, July 6, 1919. A young child wearing a military outfit amidst the turmoil of the Mexican Revolution, as captured by photographer Agustin Casasola, circa 1913. In 1930, a remarkable sight unfolds as Christian and Muslim individuals come together in prayer at St. George's Church in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Café de Flore on the Boulevard Saint-Germain, Paris, France, weathers a heavy rainstorm, captured in a photograph by Maurice Bonnel, 1955. On May 1, 1961, archaeologists carefully unearthed the mummified remains of 2 adults and 3 children from the ancient ruins of Pompeii, shedding light on the tragic past of this historical site. Carefree children enjoyed donkey rides along the sandy shores of Atlantic City, New Jersey, circa 1901. In 1926, a woman tends to an alligator farm in St. Augustine, Florida. American servicemen find amusement in an entertainment booth outside Camp Stewart, near Hinesville, Georgia, April 1941. Ahmed Abdallah Abderrahman, the inaugural president of the Comoros, photographed in Paris, France, 1974. On November 1963, American actor Steve McQueen takes to the streets of London on his Triumph TR6 trophy motorcycle, showcasing his love for speed and style. A 17-year-old Norma Jean, yet to become the iconic Marilyn Monroe, graces the frame with a glimpse of the star she would soon become, circa 1943. A gas exercise unfolds in Gävle, Sweden, illustrating the preparations and precautions taken during that era, 1973. Professors Erling Sivertsen and Svein Halftorn measure a colossal giant squid discovered at Ranheim in Trondheim, revealing its astounding total length of 9.2 meters, October 2, 1954. In the early 1900s, a group of men and women embark on an adventurous cable car journey up Mount Vesuvius in Italy. Frank Reinhardt's lens captures Dustmaker, also known as Pete Mitchell, a proud member of the Ponca tribe during the Omaha Indian Congress in Nebraska, circa 1898. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, gets weighed on his first full day as a member of the U.S. Army at Fort Chaffee, Arkansas, March 1958. Empty gasoline cans, reportedly used by SS troops to burn the bodies of Adolf Hitler and Eva Braun after their suicides in the bunker in Berlin, 1945. 4 workers posing for a group photograph in the studio of Niels Johan August Lagergren in Visby, Gotland, Sweden, circa 1900. A farmer pounding rice using a large pestle and mortar in Japan, around 1890. People waiting for the 3rd Avenue Elevated Railway in New York City at around 8:45 a.m. in September 1942, captured by photographer Marjorie Collins. Thank you for joining us in this visual journey through history. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and family. Until next time, travel well and stay safe.